Good morning, friends. Today's video is in English for the simple reason that the problem that we are trying to address today on Vak Pe Charcha is an English problem created by largely English speaking people, especially the colonizers of the past who became the developed economies of the world, and that too exclusively US. If you see in this century, the 21st century, and even in the past century, most of the wars worldwide post the Second World War have been perpetrated by the US in the name of liberating the people of Cambodia, Afghanistan and other countries, and then they came to Middle East, destroyed Iraq, Syria, Libya, and then they went after Ukraine, destroyed Ukraine by supporting them against Russia, and then they're destroying Europe as well. All the immigrants from Middle East are today in Europe, refugees, and they are destroying the fabric of Europe because of their problems, which was created by US in their countries. A Syrian had no reason to go to US or not somebody from Libya, but today they are there. The Europe has been invaded by people from Middle East and Eastern Europe, largely due to problems of US, created by US. Next in line, the US is trying to prop up Taiwan against China by giving them military force. So this perpetual cycle of war feeds the US war industry, and it goes back to my older analogy of how deep state works closely with urban naxals to sustain perpetual anarchy in countries. Whether it is Taiwan, whether it is Ukraine, US is against any kind of stability, growth in democracies or in dictatorships, especially if the dictator decides to go against their will, like Saddam Hussein or Gaddafi. Xi Jinping was good guy till the time he was adhering to US goals. US invested all their economic might into creating factories in China in the name of globalization, competitive advantage. But today, when China has taken a stand of its own, like Russia, they are after China now and prepping up Taiwan against it, so that US can start a proxy war against China. This is what they did in Cold War era, destroyed USSR. So the largest and the biggest threat to global peace, stability, democracy, humanity is not Al-Qaeda, is not ISIS, it's the US. It's the Western model of development of ruling through perpetual anarchy and feeding their deep state machines. Wars create sick people. It boosts pharma industry. War destroys cities, creates infrastructure need, boosts the infrastructure industry, giants, investments, finance needs, fossil fuel needs go up. And of course, today's war is fought with tech. So every country will make huge investments in tech, cyber security, and which helps a lot of US MNCs to support these kind of efforts as deep state. And this is a reality. If you start connecting the dots, you will realize this is the reality. US is a perpetual war machinery that grows and feeds in the name of economic growth, in the name of democracy, progress, development, globalization, and it is not stopping. So somebody who needs to be tried in international crime of justice is the US system. Successive presidents. Imagine they didn't even stop and wink before destroying their own partners, NATO. Today, Euro is a dead state. A France, a Germany, a Spain, a Greece, and forget Eastern European countries, all fight in isolation or at the beck and call of US. UK is already out and almost destroyed as an economy. It is sustained by colonial wealth, colonial industries, colonial investments. Today, if investors from so-called Commonwealth countries start disinvestment in UK will go bankrupt in 6 months' time. That's the fragile state of economy in the land where the sun never set at one point in time. And all because of US, which is destroying the global paradigm order every day. So something that the world needs to worry about is this. And in all of this, Bharat is standing strong as the force to reckon with, as the lighthouse of hope, of structured reforms, of sustainable development, of progress with values. And that is what is a pain point that is troubling US-led Western world. 2024 elections are also linked to this, and we'll cover that in our next talk in Walk Pe Charcha. Today's video, especially in English, only for the audience who wants to share it with their global networks, English-speaking audience, and if possible, wake them to this reality of how US is destroying world one day at a time. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Jai Hind.